Hey guys, it's me, Sulis, and it's been a long time since I've done a video because the last video I've done was back when I was going live on my video games. And it's been a long time since the Leafs lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the news used to come very soon. And on top of that, that day is my first ever Leafs game that I've watched live. It's really, the experience there was amazing. And I drive downtown, felt like this is my first time coming here. Believe it or not, this was my first ever Leafs game live that I've went to. I've never been to a Leafs game live in my life. I've been watching on the TV or on the computer, just watching the game, but never in real life. And what a way to go than to a game 7 with a chance to win a series, which have been, I don't know how I'm saying this, but a long time. And the mass there live, whew, felt like a million people or 1,000 at best.
I never specified who it was.
Please go. Box the ball. Here we go.
So the game starts, and we're down 1-0 after the first period, and the Tampa Bay lost by 1 point. So the Leafs have a chance to tie the game. However, an old play came back to haunt us. Dodger has scored, or did he?
Justin Hall at the line. Matthews lets it go. Tavares has come on. And Tavares twisting away. The captain turns it around.
Unfortunately, the goal got called back. It was a penalty for an interference of Justin Hall, which might make sense, but we were so mad. So we had to kill off the penalty, and then a couple of minutes later, another core player scores. So the game is tied. It's 1-1. Morgan Rielly, his first ever point in a Game 7 game. And he's part of that core as well. But it didn't last long because a few minutes later, another friend scored a goal. And we were down down 2-1. Our chances of winning a first round.
Not the start we were looking for. Not the start we were looking for. It's Nick Paul, but again, this is the first period. Let's hope for the best. Second period about to begin.
So we're down 2-1. We're headed to the third period, trying to tie this game. And just as things can't go any worse, Jack Campbell happened. Just look at this.
For Tampa Bay, the noted center. Roney back to block row. The Leafs will move it back in. Here comes Wilson.
Oh my God, no! Jamie, no! Oh my God! I don't think this is season. There was a season.
Just made the decision early on about.
Oh, thankfully enough, Jack Campbell is fine. But we were late in the third. We have to tie the game. Our lives are on the line. Game 7, trying to get our first win. And John Tavares comes this close.
Now Jack Campbell has gone to the bench for an extra attacker. 6 on 5. Is held by Andrei Vasilevsky. Riley Dewey. And a good one. Well, this is
this close to tying this game. And so we had to wait. We had to hope we had to tie this game in the final seconds. Unfortunately, we did not.
Matthews along the board. They'll swarm in there. Well, one battle around it, and guess who wins it? Nick Paul. Casino, back in for the Leafs. Going to the net. And around he goes. Warner up top. Riley, the Nylander back with 100 seconds to go. Austin Matthews in some trouble. Got it to Tavares. Flipped across the goal on high. Back to the captain. Against the gun of Spezza. And Marner. It's Marner across. Then nearly carried in. Tavares sweeps it back for Riley. Morgan Riley's shot rejected. Nylander up with it. Now Riley plays it back in. That's a offside against the Leafs. Get control. Riley across. Matthews in front. That's lefty down. Martin center pass. Took it up. Up the boards it goes. And will be played under the draw wins another. Matthews around. Carter behind the net. Trying to redirect it for Nylander. They jam along the boards with the clock running down on the Leafs. So they're going to get it eat. One last shot.
Leafs lose. They lose another game 7. I don't know how long we can have this. This wasn't even a choke. This was the core didn't step up. Our power play that was ranked number 1 disastrous, and no scoring, only 1 goal. This is what caused Jack Campbell to not sign with us. And so we'll have to hope that this season Matt Murray and Elias Masona will carry us. But right now, just want to win 1 round. So hope the Leafs do well this season and pray we get our first series win since I was born. Please, Toronto, don't fail us.
So, what do you say about that game? Because it looked like this game was going to be in the Leafs' hands, but unfortunately, one mistake caused the game. Do you think that Tavares goal should have counted, or was it just the Game 7 demons?
Probably should have counted, because because they weren't calling penalties all game. But same time, if you're thinking in terms of whether that was a good goal or not in terms of like the regular season, well, that's not a good goal. But like they weren't calling high sticks and trips before that. I don't know why they were calling interference right after.
So now we're now in the off season. Well, the off season officially begins. What do you think the Leafs should do? I mean, how do you think they should try to get past Game 7 next year if they make the playoffs?
Get a coach that knows how to coach in the playoffs. Get a star player that's actually played in that's actually won a cup. Like I don't care, like Doughty, Kane, Crosby, Malkin, doesn't matter who you get, just get someone. And stop believing in the team. You guys need to get a capital situation where everyone stops caring about the team.
All right. So the big boys, they showed up in this series, but I think we all know from one thing. Game 7, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, they don't show up at the World Possibility. But do you think they showed up here even though they didn't register any points? Well, Matthews
Marner tried. Nylander kept missing. Matthews was invisible. Poor Tavares was the only one who did work.
All right.
Oh, and Riley was probably their best player all game.
I mean, Riley is the longest tending Leaf on this team. So, we're all very interested. Do you think there's a chance Sheldon Keefe gets fired and they replace him with
They
Birch?
will fire Keefe. They won't get Trotz. Trotz is going to Winnipeg. He's
But-
from Manitoba. The Winnipeg Jets arguably have an easier core to work with, and the Central Division's 10 times easier to win than the Atlantic.
Central 10 and 10 times 2. All right, then. Thank you for your time, and let's hope next year they somehow improve on this day. No, not improve. Get past the first round.
Of course, this is Tyler, Mr. AK. He gets no bitches. Signing off.